Hey, Simon of the future, you must be just about to present your real paper one, so I really wish you have good luck. I'm going to help you a little bit with your first mock feedback of your paper one to tell you like what are you doing good and what are you doing what can you improve. First, what it's important to know to identify in the feedback what's good and what can get better. It's clear in these corrections that the orange highlighter is the one that says the good things you wrote, and the green highlighter is telling you the things you can improve or you can include. Um, to do this analysis, I'm going to follow the criteria. So I will start from the understanding criterion A, understanding of the text and the comparison, then the stylistic devices and literary features, the organization, and finally with the language. So in your paper one, in the first sentence, you can notice that you had some orange highlighter. That's good sign because you start talking about the similarities between the two texts, um, like with your first idea, and that's like a really good strategy. It's also clear that your introduction. The most orange sentences are the ones that have quotations, and when you give an idea and support it with the text with a quote. So that's a good strategy. Do that, and we can see also. I can see that, for example, here there's a green highlighter, and that's because you can just omit that word. Or for example, in this sentence, the green highlighter, I assume is because you are you are like saying something, and you are saying facts just like without arguing more. Like you're just making sure that's the correct thing. So that's something you need to improve. You need, if you are stating something, try to always quotate the text and explain. Always explain why are you saying what you are stating. Um, Here there's a lot of orange highlighter in your analysis of text C. That's the first text. But when we go to the other page, we see that in text D, you don't do so well, and that says that you are good when you analyze poems. You get the idea, but you need to work more in the texts that are like articles or extracts, because you need to revise the ideas you are stating, because maybe the understanding of the second text is not the best, and that's going to affect your grade even though you understand perfectly the first text. You need to read really good both texts to identify things like irony, if it's the case, and I think that's something you can improve. Um, so yeah, in terms of organization, well, here is a little conclusion that you had no enough time to finish, and that's important because you need to organize well your time. Like you need to have a reading time, and then strategy, like organize your how what are you gonna write, like in a, you can use a diagram or you can use a brainstorming for you to write easily and faster, and use your time wisely. You see that the grade is 1 mark below, so I'm sure if you apply these tips, you can do better in the future. I think in language you made a little mistakes on grammar, like on words you can omit, or little spelling mistakes, but not something that you need to worry a lot, I think. And the most important thing about this feedback is that you need to always say what makes you say this. So as I was telling you at the beginning of the video, you need to make sure that you're always saying what makes you say this, because this is orange, but it has the what makes you say this correction. What that means, that you have good ideas that show a good understanding of the text, but you need to support them to have a good, like a better grade than all the marks. So you can understand the text wisely, but you need to give quotes, you need to give references, and always explain. Like for example, if you are saying that human beings is reduced in one person in the poem, so you say that you are stating that the idea because the author used this and that stylistic devices and this and that strategy, and that's it. So yeah, that's basically it. And also in stylistic devices, you need to, for example, here you say that the way in which the poem is written, and you need to say which is that form. Like you need to know